Hey guys, my name is Rudy and welcome to Rudy World. You're probably here because you're having some problems with your treadmill. This episode on Stuff and Things is all about power problems. So, a couple things to troubleshoot. You turn the switch on, in my case the light comes on, but in your case the light may not come on. I would check the connector and make sure it's snug. I would go ahead and make sure that it's plugged all the way into the wall. If that doesn't work, the next step is to unplug it from the wall, unplug it over here, and I'm going to show you there's two locations. Now, I have two of these treadmills, and one of them, this thing is super tight and I can't get into, and the other one I can get to. So there's two screws. There's one up here, one down here, and those two screws are Phillips. They will come out. Sometimes the wire is short and you may have to take the top off. So, in here is a fuse that's reaching from the other side. This entire unit, however, is not serviceable, for what I could tell. I took it apart, and the only way to get it fixed is to replace the whole thing, unless it's the fuse. So, let's talk about the common issues with that. First off, if you look on the bottom, you guys are talking about disassembly, and I'm sorry I wanted to hand it here. There is a series of screws here that you got to take out. What I like to do is I like to use a flashlight and see which one of these holes actually has screws, because not all of them do. You undo all of those, then, and this is the tricky part that you guys asked about as well. So, you guys asked a lot of questions about the treadmill, so I collect the stuff that gets asked most often and I update the video. So, after all the screws are out, here's the cover. What you want to do is very carefully bend this thing up and out. Try to show it to you here again. Just kind of, this is plastic, so it's very, very brittle, but it should come out. Slight bend and it comes out. This top comes right off. Here is the main board again. I think I showed this before. You may have to get this replaced if there's some number issues, but today we are concentrating solely on power problems. So, I noticed that there is a slight difference in the models here. This one here has this fuse right there. I'll point to it, not touching the capacitor. This is a standardized bus fuse. If you look at the numbers, look at the voltage, you can pull it out and replace it. Some of the other models that I've seen have a more like a car fuse that's got the 2 points, the blue, but it's relatively in this same location right here by this. Now, there's two fuses on this device, which I really didn't know until I started looking. You guys kept saying that there's more issues with power. So again, you unscrew these and you will pop this out. Sometimes if you can't, you may have to take the top off like I just did and get this thing to come out. Here we go. So the wires on here, like I said, some of them are super tight. This one is okay. I was able to reach this back here. So what you do is these wires are going from left to right, so you got a red one, a black one, and on the side here you got yellow. So red, okay, and you go ahead and pop this out here. One thing when you reconnect these, be careful when you slide them back in that they're actually inside the metal, not on the side, because this will nicely fit in the sheathing, so that doesn't work. Now let's talk about the actual fuse. The fuse here is actually right here. You might be able to get to it without taking this thing apart. I just want to take it apart so I can actually kind of show you. Take a flathead screwdriver. Put this camera in a good way here. Okay, so what you do is you reach under here, this little tab, this whole thing slides right out. You may be able to do it while it's still installed. You just unplug the cable, reach your screwdriver in there, and pop it out. What you get is another bus fuse. You can use a voltmeter to check it, and this fuse usually just slides out. In this case, it comes out here on, find myself here. This thing just pops right out. You can see the broken wire, if there is one, This one is solid. You can see it from here. You can tell the value because it's listed right here. And your local hardware store should be able to find you the same type of fuse to use. Pop the fuse in. If it blows again, that means you have a more serious problem. It could be an issue with your electrical wiring. Sometimes also certain houses don't have enough voltage and they'll keep tripping the breaker. You have to consult your qualified technician or electrician to figure out what the issue is, or maybe move the treadmill to a different spot. Okay, so you replace the fuse. You will drop it right in. Fuse will work on here. Apologize for the effect here. So okay, so tab goes towards me. You can see that here, and you can pop it in. I'm using the camera as a mirror, so it's not exactly the easiest. Okay, here we go. You pop it in. Have a solid click. And when I shut this thing here, I'm going to have to recheck my work here. Just remember, the switch is here on the left-hand side. Plug is on the right. And before I power this on, I'm going to double check my work. I want to say it was red, black, and yellow, but I'm going to look at the video. It's always good to document, take pictures, and whatnot. So when you put this in, you want to make sure that the wire goes all the way through. And if you can actually save yourself the pain, you should hear a nice solid click. This one shows that you can actually go through the sheeting. Here, you should feel the metal clicking here, clipping. If you didn't have to remove this, great for you. It should be a little bit easier. You should just reach over the screwdriver and pop that right out, right over here. But like I said, the lighting over here probably wouldn't show that well, so that's the reason I took this thing apart. For me, I'll install the top two screws, screw on the cover, and put this thing back together. That's small details. Same thing, putting this back together. There's an issue with getting this thing to slide underneath the deal. Don't force this too much. It is plastic. But it should slide in. And again, I'm one-handed here, so I'm gonna need both my hands to get this thing in here. But it's gonna fit back in. This thing can be lifted up slightly too here to assist. Again, I need both hands. Last thing I'm going to cover in this video is the battery. This may be a trivial thing for some, or some people. Not everybody's an expert, and you know what? I'm here to help, so this is how it works. The remote here. Unfortunately, there's no other way to operate that I'm aware of besides this remote. If you lose it, you have to order a replacement. There's no way to get your phone to work with it. So what you want to do is, there's a little screw here, a little Phillips head screw. You just pop that out, and then you simply pop open the door. And I again need both my hands. Bear with me 1 second. Push this forward, pop this out. And the battery in here, I want to say it's a, oh, here's the battery for yourself here. It's a standard watch battery. It's a 2032, I believe here. You can get this at any hardware store. Put this thing back together. You just stick it all the way in, make sure it goes. Clip it back in. The screw I don't think is really necessary. I took mine out. I have it saved. The clip thing actually works. Just make sure that the battery is actually seated all the way, which mine isn't. Again, I need two hands. CNR is hiring a camera person. There we go. And with the new battery, this thing should work. There's no need to pair this or anything else, and it should be working. One of the things that you guys were talking about, you guys were asking about the microphone and the beeping and the speaker. So, as you can tell, your speaker is right here. I'm going to show this to you real quick here. Speaker is right there. You should be able to actually, this thing is glued in here. I'm going to point to this. It's a little clip. So you want to, so you can remove the glue, press on this, and this thing should slide right out. that should take away your annoying speaker. It should also cue the way for not having to hear other things going through there. Some of the beeping stuff I believe comes through this speaker, but I believe this is the Bluetooth, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or issues, let me know. I'm just going to give you a quick scan of the inside in case you ever want to know what this looks like and you have not seen any of my other videos. My other videos cover some of the in-depth maintenance on how to maintain this treadmill and how to prolong its lifespan. And, ladies and gentlemen, here's to good health and doing stuff and things. Till next time, take care.